Welcome, kind and esteemed viewers. This is your bestie, Lady Femi Chatterington. Are you ready for the latest dose of saucy scandal amidst the illustrious ton? Do get comfortable and join me for a spell. Pour yourself a cup and let's sip on some hot English tea together. And please don't be shy when tempted to reach for the biscuit tray. Sometimes you need something a little sweet to wash away the naughty from your palate. My dear besties, you won't believe the latest tales of gossip I have acquired. The ton has been absolutely aghast as of late. So lean in closer and prepare your ears, because these tidbits will be sure to rattle your teacups and have high society mamas clutching their pearls from the outrage. As you know, in an unprecedented turn of events, the Morgan estate found itself at the heart of a servants' rebellion, a rare and shocking occurrence among the upper echelons of society. The discord began when the majority of Lord and Lady Morgan's servants, discontent with the conditions while working under the miserly pair, left in search of better wages and employment. In a desperate bid to regain control and maintain their household, Lord and Lady Morgan offered to double the wages of those who had left, hoping to entice them back. For the handful of loyal servants who stayed on, a substantial wage increase was also promised. However, this seemingly generous offer did not come without its complications. Neighbouring households, sensing an opportunity amidst the chaos, began to poach the Morgan estate's skilled workers. Lady Foster, residing on the adjacent property, capitalised on the upheaval by employing several of Lady Morgan's former staff, including her lady's maid of 20 years. This act was perceived by Lady Morgan as the ultimate betrayal, not only by her longtime servant but by her neighbour as well. In a dramatic and uncharacteristic display, Lady Morgan stormed the Foster estate, demanding the return of her lady's maid. What ensued was a scandalous confrontation between Lady Morgan and Lady Foster, nearly devolving into a physical altercation, an event dreadfully unbecoming of ladies of their standing. The heated exchange, marked by raised voices and accusations, shattered the veneer of decorum that typically defined their interactions. Despite the intense negotiations and offers of increased wages, Lady Morgan's efforts to restore her household staff have been largely unsuccessful. The servants, wary of the Morgans' promises and disillusioned by the recent events, chose to remain with their new employers. Over the past few weeks, the Morgans' reputation among the working class has suffered significantly. Distrust now hangs heavily over the estate, with no one willing to risk their livelihoods on the tenuous assurances of their former masters. The servants' rebellion at the Morgan estate has not only disrupted the lives of Lord and Lady Morgan, but also sparked ripples of anxiety and uncertainty among other noble households. The aristocracy, ever conscious of their public image and status, has found themselves grappling with the potential for similar unrest within their own ranks. For example, the Earl of Waverley, a prominent member of the ton known for his staunch traditionalism, publicly condemned the Morgans for their handling of the servant issues. At a grand ball hosted by the Marquess of Langford, the Earl's outspoken criticism sparked heated debates amongst the guests, with many taking sides and voicing their own apprehensions about potential rebellions in their households. The atmosphere, usually characterised by genteel conversation and politeness, became charged with tension and uncertainty. Adding to the scandal, Miss Caroline Ashford, a young debutante with strong views on social justice, openly supported the servants' cause, much to the chagrin of her family and peers. Her impassioned speech at a society luncheon, advocating for fair treatment and better conditions for household staff, drew both admiration and ire, further polarizing the ton. Miss Caroline's stance, while progressive, was seen as highly radical and inappropriate for a young lady of her position, especially by many of her contemporaries, creating a social rift that threatened to overshadow the entire afternoon event, further fueling existing frustrations of many within polite society. And as the rebellion's repercussions spread, the ton has found itself at a crossroads, forced to confront the delicate balance of power and privilege that has long defined its way of life. I dare say the scandal at the Morgan estate had set off a chain of events that challenges the very foundations of the aristocracy, and perhaps for the better. Wouldn't you agree? However, I am uncertain if the Tun will fully recover from this upheaval. Will it change in favour of what's fair for all parties involved, or once the outrage has quelled, will it resort back to how things have always been? Unfortunately, in this case, only time will truly tell. Well, friends, this is all the delicious gossip I have for now. Meanwhile, let us enjoy our tea and continue to ponder the tumultuous events of late. I am positive there will be more to share soon. So, until we meet again, keep your teacups full and your ears open, because the Tun never ceases to provide an infinite supply of saucy scandal. And I wouldn't live up to my namesake if I never shared it with you now, would I? All is fair in love and war, they say. Until next time, my dears.